TV soap news and spoilers say that the tangled web of Haley's deception in Beyond the Gates. In the sultry, scandal-soaked world of Beyond the Gates, where secrets fester like wounds and every whispered conversation carries the weight of betrayal, one story has seized the collective imagination of fans: the jaw-dropping saga of Haley's fabricated pregnancy. This isn't just a plot twist. It's a labyrinth of lies, a masterclass in manipulation, and a drama that has left viewers perched on the edge of their seats, clutching their popcorn, and furiously debating on social media. Who is pulling the strings behind this audacious charade? Could it be Shanice, the enigmatic hospital nurse with access to the tools of deception? Or is there a deeper, darker conspiracy at play? Let's unravel this tale, thread by thread, and dive into the heart of one of daytime television's most gripping mysteries. The ultrasound that shook Bill. The drama begins in the picturesque yet treacherous town of Bill, where appearances are everything, and trust is a currency few can afford. At the center of this storm is Haley, a woman whose charm and poise mask a calculating mind. For weeks, viewers have watched Haley navigate her relationship with Bill, her devoted fiancé, with a finesse that borders on artistry. But beneath the surface of their seemingly idyllic romance lies a bombshell. Haley is not pregnant, despite her claims to the contrary. The pivotal moment came during a recent episode, when Bill, his face alight with hope, presented Haley with an ultrasound report. The document, he explained, had been sent by the hospital after a glitch in their ultrasound machine, a convenient excuse that raised no immediate red flags for the trusting groom-to-be. "This is exactly what I needed," Bill declared, his voice trembling with relief as he clutched the paper like a lifeline. "This breaks the deadlock. This brings joy back to us." For Bill, the ultrasound was a beacon of certainty in a sea of doubt, a tangible proof of the future he envisioned with Haley and their unborn child. But the audience, privy to secrets Bill could not yet see, knew the truth. The ultrasound was a fake, a carefully crafted piece of fiction designed to cement Haley's hold over him. The revelation sent shockwaves through the Beyond the Gates fandom, sparking heated discussions on platforms like X, where fans dissected every frame of the episode for clues. How had Haley pulled it off? And more importantly, who was her accomplice? A shady phone call and a web of suspicion. The plot thickened during a tense scene that aired just days ago. As Bill stepped away to take a phone call, Haley seized the moment to make one of her own. With the ultrasound report in one hand and her phone pressed tightly to her ear, she spoke in hushed, urgent tones that betrayed a mix of anxiety and determination. "Are you okay?" she asked the mysterious figure on the other end of the line. "You're making me worried. Do you need anything?" "Okay, I'll call you later." The camera lingered on her face, capturing the flicker of guilt in her eyes before she quickly composed herself, slipping back into the role of the doting fiancé as Bill returned. This clandestine conversation was a masterstroke of storytelling, leaving viewers buzzing with questions. Who was Haley speaking to? Was it someone complicit in her scheme, or merely a confidant unaware of the depths of her deception? The timing of the call, juxtaposed with her handling of the forged ultrasound, pointed to a coordinated effort, one that required both cunning and access to medical resources. Enter Shanice, the hospital nurse whose presence in Beyond the Gates has been subtle yet significant. With her crisp uniform and calm demeanor, Shanice has access to the hospital's inner workings, including the tools and paperwork necessary to fabricate an ultrasound report. Could she be the mastermind behind Haley's plan, or is she merely a pawn in a larger game? The possibility of her involvement has ignited fierce speculation among fans, with some arguing that her professional expertise makes her the perfect accomplice, while others suspect she's being framed to take the fall. Shanice, ally or architect? To understand Shanice's potential role, we must first consider her character. Introduced earlier in the season as a dedicated nurse at Bill General Hospital, Chenise is a figure of quiet authority. Her interactions with patients are marked by compassion, but there's a sharpness in her gaze that suggests she's no stranger to the town's undercurrents of intrigue. In a show like Beyond the Gates, where every character harbors a secret, Shanice's access to medical records and equipment makes her a prime candidate for involvement in Haley's scheme. The ultrasound report, after all, is no small feat of forgery. It requires not only technical knowledge but also a willingness to cross ethical lines. Chenise, with her insider status at the hospital, could easily have obtained a blank ultrasound form or manipulated an existing one to include Haley's name and fabricated details. The malfunctioning ultrasound machine, cited by Bill as the reason for the delayed report, could be a convenient cover story concocted by Chenise to deflect suspicion. But why would she risk her career, and potentially her freedom, for Haley? Theories abound. Some fans speculate that Chenise and Haley share a hidden history, perhaps a friendship forged in the shadows of Bill's elite circles. Others suggest a more transactional arrangement, money, favors, or even blackmail could be motivating Chenise to aid Haley's deception. A particularly dramatic theory posits that Chenise is acting out of revenge, using Haley's fake pregnancy to destabilize Bill's life for reasons yet to be revealed. Whatever her motives, Shanice's potential involvement adds a layer of complexity to the story, transforming it from a simple lie into a conspiracy with far-reaching consequences. The stakes of Haley's lie. To fully appreciate the weight of Haley's deception, we must consider what's at stake. Bill, a man of wealth and influence in Bill, is not just a loving fiancé, he's a pillar of the community, with business interests and social connections that make him a target for manipulation. Haley's pregnancy, real or not, is her ticket to securing his commitment, and his fortune. By presenting him with the ultrasound, she's not just playing on his emotions, she's weaving a narrative that binds him to her, ensuring her place in his life and his legacy. But the lie is a house of cards, precarious and vulnerable to the slightest misstep. If Bill discovers the truth, the fallout could be catastrophic. Haley risks losing not only his love but also her carefully curated image in Bill's high society. The scandal would ripple outward, affecting her relationships with friends, family, and even business associates who have invested in her and Bill's future together. And if Chenise is indeed involved, her exposure could lead to professional ruin, legal consequences, and a tarnished reputation that would haunt her for years. The emotional stakes are equally high. Bill's joy at the prospect of fatherhood is palpable, and every scene where he speaks of his unborn child is a gut punch for viewers who know the truth. Haley's deception is not just a betrayal of trust, it's a violation of the dreams and hopes Bill has poured into their relationship. The audience is left to wonder, how far will Haley go to maintain the lie? And what will happen when the truth inevitably comes to light? The art of deception in Beyond the Gates. What makes Haley's story so compelling is its reflection of Beyond the Gates' broader themes: power, trust, and the lengths to which people will go to protect their secrets. The show has always excelled at crafting characters who are both relatable and deeply flawed, and Haley is no exception. Her decision to fake a pregnancy is not a spur-of-the-moment whim but a calculated move, born of desperation, ambition, or perhaps a mix of both. As viewers, we're drawn into her moral ambiguity, simultaneously rooting for her to succeed and bracing for the inevitable collapse of her scheme. The possibility of Shanice's involvement adds another layer of intrigue, raising questions about loyalty and betrayal. Is Chenise a loyal friend helping Haley out of a bind, or is she a puppet master pulling the strings for her own gain? The ambiguity surrounding her role keeps viewers guessing, and the show's writers have masterfully planted just enough clues to fuel speculation without revealing too much too soon. Fan theories and social media frenzy. The Beyond the Gates fandom has been ablaze with theories since the ultrasound reveal. On X, fans have taken to dissecting every detail of Haley's phone call and Shanice's hospital scenes. One popular theory suggests that Chenise is not acting alone but is part of a larger conspiracy involving other Bill residents. Another fan speculated that the person on the other end of Haley's call wasn't Chenise at all but a third party, perhaps a former lover or a family member with their own stake in the drama. Posts on X have also highlighted subtle visual cues, like the way Haley's hand trembled as she held the ultrasound, or the fleeting look of unease on Shanice's face during a recent hospital scene. These details, while small, have fueled a cottage industry of fan analysis, with viewers creating elaborate timelines and character maps to track the conspiracy. One particularly bold fan theory even suggests that the ultrasound machine's malfunction was no accident but a deliberate sabotage orchestrated by Shanice to give Haley the opportunity to present the fake report. What's next for Haley and Shanice? As Beyond the Gates barrels toward its mid-season climax, the question on everyone's mind is, what happens next? Will Haley's lie hold, or will it unravel spectacularly, exposing her and her accomplice to the harsh light of Bill's judgment? The show's writers have a knack for keeping viewers on their toes, and it's likely that the truth about Haley's pregnancy, and Shanice's role in it, will come with a twist no one sees coming. One thing is certain, the fallout will be dramatic. If Shanice is indeed the mastermind behind the forged ultrasound, her betrayal of the hospital's trust could lead to a showdown with her colleagues and superiors. If she's merely a pawn, her realization of Haley's manipulation could spark a confrontation that changes the course of both their lives. And for Bill, the moment of truth will be a reckoning, forcing him to confront not only Haley's deception but also his own blind spots. A story that resonates at its core, Haley's fake pregnancy is more than just a soap opera plotline. It's a story about the fragility of trust and the power of secrets to shape our lives. Beyond the Gates has always thrived on its ability to blend high-stakes drama with human emotion, and this arc is no exception. Whether you're Team Haley, rooting for her to pull off the impossible, or Team Bill, hoping for justice to prevail, there's no denying the story's grip on our collective imagination. As we wait for the next episode to drop, one thing is clear, the truth will come out, and when it does, Bill will never be the same. Will Shanice be revealed as the architect of Haley's deception, or is there another player in this dangerous game? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.